I had came to Flowers in ninth grade, and here I am still there, junior, senior next year, my last year, and I'm ready to get up out of there and go to bigger things.
She said she ready to get up out of there and go
Yeah.
bigger, better things for real. Okay, so like as a child, like what sports did you play, if any, and then like how did you really like keep yourself busy?
I did a lot of sports. I could never sit still. I always had to go to the gym. I had to go somewhere. I played basketball. I currently play basketball still. I did cheerleading from 3 years old to I want to say about 12 years old. And I did soccer and softball in middle school. So I was really all over the place, just trying to keep myself active. Never wanted to sit still, never wanted to go home. So I was just out and about in the field, on the court, wherever.
Busy body, right? I feel like
Yeah.
that's kind of dope because a lot of us when we grow up, it's a lot of things that we did like whether it be soccer, basketball,
Hmm.
whatever. But it's just like you just sitting there saying like, nah, I can't stand still. I
Hmm.
got to do this. I got to do that. Let me go
Right.
cheer. Let me go play soccer. Let me go do this. I want to go hang out, with my friends, whatever. So, how did you like fall in love with sports, or what was that like social action? Would you consider it a social butterfly?
So I used to be. My parents still consider me as that. And I wouldn't really say that I'm a social butterfly. Like I'm like weird. I'm social with my friends. But like if it's like I don't know you, it takes a lot for me to I would say like open up and be really transparent about a lot of stuff. And it's harder for me to like blend in because I don't usually blend in. Like I like my hair like all different crazy types of colors. But I also like, to wear all black. So it's like where do I fit in? And I don't really want to fit in. So yeah.
That's all right. That's
Yeah.
all right for sure. I'm gonna say that you're not supposed to fit in because you're born to stand out. I feel like everybody is, right? So your excuse me, your uniqueness is very very important too. So like your style and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
what influences your style? Like you would say like your fashion. Like
Um, Honestly, whatever I'm comfortable in. I don't wear a whole lot of dresses and skirts, and I, I can't walk in a pair of heels to save my life. But I wear sweatpants every day, Crocs every day, basketball shorts every day. That's because that's what I'm comfortable in. But let's say like I want to go out or something. I put on some jeans, some ones, which I currently got on right now, my favorite pair of shoes, or some cargo pants. But I like whatever I'm comfortable in. I don't like to wear things like normal girls will wear, but it's just whatever I feel good in.
she said, it's whatever. It's
It's
whatever.
it's
Nah, I
whatever. I
feel
can
you.
honestly put anything on. You know what I'm saying? I can put it on for real.
You gonna make it look good. Like I said, I feel like that's the thing, right? It's just the vibe. Like, all right, but if I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna wear this. If I want to do that, I'm gonna do
Hmm.
that. And you said ones, so yeah, you definitely got shoe game
Yeah.
because you said ones. I'm like, I like the ones too. That's your favorite pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
So 11s, you don't really like those.
Oh no, I mean they're cool, but like ones I just feel like they can go with whatever.
No,
With
they can.
and then they have so many different colorways. It's crazy with like all the amount of like different styles of clothing that it can go to.
Facts. No, I agree because you gotta dress it up a certain way, and certain joints be cut low with the jeans or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Now I'm not knocking anybody when I say this, so please do not shoot the messenger. I like the low 11s. I'm not a fan of those. I'm gonna say that right now. I
Like
like the
11.
ones, the 11s, fives, 12s. I don't know. Those are the numbers for me, but
I don't like a lot of low shoes, period.
you don't like low shoes.
I don't
Okay.
like I'm more of like mid and high. I don't really like a whole lot of low shoes. I don't have a lot of them.
Okay. So as far as like the game of basketball, like how did you really like grow to, love the game or, how'd you find the game?
So okay, this is going to sound so like strange and crazy, but I've been playing basketball since the 4th grade, but I didn't end up taking it seriously until like around the 10th grade. And this was because I was playing so many different other sports. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I just knew that I was good at the things that I did, and no matter like what I picked, I'd excel. And I don't know what happened, but I genuinely just woke up one day and was like, I want to play basketball. Like I want to do this for real. I see all my like other friends. They're like, "Oh, Jaden, you should play AAU like every single year." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna get to it." Never got to it. And then I had just woke up and I was like, well, I want to try out like for this team. I want to see what's up with it because basketball has like it's this place that it takes you, and pretty much it's like an escape for me. That's what I feel like basketball is, and that's how it started off. And it's like every time I pick up a ball, I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling this. I would like make a shot or whatever. Or like defense, I love defense. I play defense with my heart because that's what it requires. So I'm out there and I'm strapping somebody up. I'm like, oh nah, this feels a little too good. Like what's going on? And I love being a playmaker. So like anytime I get an assist, it's like me and my team. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Like it's really a good feeling in every aspect of the sport. And basketball connects a lot with life as well. So I think that's how people get to me when they're like, so let's say you want to do this, right? If you was to do this in basketball, how would that work out? And I'm just like, you think you're funny trying to connect basketball to life, but then again, like it's real stuff. People be talking real stuff when it comes to that. So I just think basketball has a lot of different things about it that just makes it so great, and that's why I love it.
Nah, for real, I like that. I'm gonna clap that up because I think it's a different thing. You feel me? Like when like playing basketball, you like, all right, man. I just want to just be with the homies, just chill,
Yeah.
right? Like, all right, I may not be the best, but hey, I'm
Mhm.
on the team and I'm chilling with my guys, and this is what we doing. You chilling with the ladies. So I feel like it could be a safe space for everybody,
Mhm.
right? But I feel like this is your happy place, like you said. So,
Right.
you watching the game, like, did you watch like a lot of film, or you just hopped into it, like, all right, you know what, I'm a dribble, crossover, shoot. Like, how did you mold your game, over time in the years?
So I definitely did just like hop into it. I've never had like no special type of training or anything. Like the things that I like have done were self-taught, or I would just like watch a whole lot of LeBron because I'm a huge LeBron fan. And I would just sit there and either like watch him a little bit, or I would just like kind of go outside and start dribbling, or I'll ask my dad like, "Can you take me to the court around the corner?" And that's what we'll do. We'll like shoot around, free throws, layups, and all that stuff. Um, but it wasn't until last year around this time where I had started going to training for the first time with my uncle, and it's a lot like footwork. He goes over like footwork and rebounding and all these like skills that I didn't really know that I needed. I thought I could just go out there and keep my raw talent and like see what's up, but no, it takes a lot. And that's what I started doing. I started training for a couple months, got into AU, and then before I knew it I was back in regular season with school. And so our season had just ended. We had lost semifinals against Clarksburg, and now it's like it's this like weird nothing to do period between uh the regular season and then the next regular season. And so that's when AU comes in. That's when I start training again. So this is the current time. I'm getting ready to start training in a few more weeks.
That's all right. That's all right. And I'm rooting for you off that because I feel like it's kind of hard to do that. So the success and you playing at Flowers so far, like what have you learned first as a student and of course as an athlete? Because I know like being in high school, like probably like a lot of pressure. Like you in classrooms, like all right, I got to stay on top of my grades, and then I got to be on the court. Then I got to be available to like you said, family,
Mhm.
and I think that's big too. So like, what does the typical day look like for you?
Oh man, the typical day is me fighting to stay awake, like
Okay.
throughout the whole day. Um, but no, when I wake up, I'm just like, okay, let me make sure I got my stuff for practice or I got my stuff for the game. I grab my stuff, I go to school. I'm like, first period. Okay, I'm just waking up. I do what I have to do, and if I'm done with that, I go to sleep. And then I will wake up next period, do what I got to do. I'm like, uh, okay, a couple more hours to practice. So my mind is constantly like, this much time to practice, this much time till game time. Like I use that as my motivation to get me through the day, um, which is how it pretty much goes. I just fight to stay awake, do what I got to do, and get on the court.
I love the transparency. I ain't gonna lie, because I know sometimes
Hey,
it's like if you not like really playing a sport or something like that, you probably be like, man, you know what? I'm going to class, but I ain't in class because I'm sleeping. I don't know what you're telling me right now. I don't even want to listen.
Right, like why would
Yeah.
I front? It's
Right, yeah. You
we're
just
all
being real.
we're all student athletes. Like we all do the same exact thing. I'm not gonna sit here in front.
Yeah, for sure. So like in school though, like is there one class that you like excited about though? Like you really like look forward to like learning about? Because I feel like nowadays with technology and just like everything evolving, like it's kind of hard. The attention span just be
Hmm.
like through the
Oh,
roof.
it's so
So,
short.
um, like what class, if or subject, do you like really like? You know what I'm saying? If you had a favorite subject.
So, my favorite subject is English, but I'm not really rocking with English right now. But history, I will say, I really do enjoy history. Just learning about like the past and how history repeats itself. It's kind of crazy and it's mind blowing to watch like everything unfold like over and over and over again. Um, so history definitely. And I'm taking anatomy and physiology right now, and I used to take sports medicine last semester. So I'm really like enjoying learning different parts of the body and like treating injuries and things of that.
Okay, so it sounds like you playing basketball, but a future in what sports management? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
sports
Okay.
management, kinesiology, physical therapy, like around anything having to do with taking care of other athletes because I'm very injury prone. So it's so easy for me to get hurt, roll my ankle. And last year around this time when I had rolled my ankle, I was like, dang, like I'm gonna be doing this a lot. So how can I help myself? And because I hated not being able to play, I hated being injured because it's like now I have to sit here and do nothing, which is exactly what I don't want to do. And now it's taking time away from me playing. So I would have to figure out like how can I treat myself like rest, ice compression, elevation, things like that. And now it's just like when I see other people injured, it's like I know they want to play too. So when I get older, I know I definitely want to have like some sort of rehabilitation center and just help people get back to what they love to do the most.
I'm loving it. And you only 17? You sure
Yeah.
you 17?
No,
I'm about to say.
I'm 16.
Yeah, 16.
I'm 16. I'll be 17 next month.
Okay, that's all right. You said that you just stamped it in advance. Okay, that's all good. I feel you. But I'm just saying, like, in the notion of that, because it's like you already got your future like
Hmm.
lined up, and I like the mindset already. Because you like, all right, cool. Like I'm playing ball. This is what I'm doing, but this is my like long term goal. So, as far as just like the game, constantly, like, what is a big takeaway for you this season? You know, that just transpired with you and your team.
Oh, ooh. I would say the biggest thing that I got from this season was uh character.
Hmm.
You have to have character, like a lot of it, and you have to be humble. You also have to have heart in everything that you do. So we have this acronym that my coach Harrison had created. It's called teach. It stands for team effort, attitude, commitment, and humility. And so I feel like all of those you have to have. And I think there were certain areas that we were lacking as far as like humility. Definitely that's the biggest thing. And and uh attitude. We needed that like killer mentality, and some of us had it and some of us didn't. And so we're only as strong as our weakest link, and I think that's what definitely brought us down.
That's all good. That's all good. And like I said, I mean, all losses to me, I feel like when you win some, you lose some, but all
Hmm.
losses are like learn lessons. You can bounce
Right.
back from them, and it's not going to derail you or defeat you because it sounds like y'all gonna be back and better than ever following season. That's what
Right.
it looked like for real. So as far as like your influences like in your game, like you playing the game and
Hmm.
things like that, like who kind of influences you? I know you said LeBron, but
Yeah.
anybody else you like watching?
LeBron and Candace Parker. Definitely,
Okay.
those are my two favorite like male and female players ever.
Okay. So, like, do you have a favorite team, or you just
No,
the play? You
I
just
just
like the
follow
players?
them wherever they go.
Okay, so it's just Braun and Candace Parker for you.
So if Candace is with LA, that's where I'm at. If Candace is anywhere else, that's where I'm at.
Okay. So your position on the court is small forward, or
Usually, but I'm a combo guard, so I can be the point, shooting, small forward, power forward.
you can play center too.
I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I was about to
I
say,
mean,
dang,
yeah.
like playing all five. Okay.
I could, but that's not where I. That's not my like strong suit as of yet. That's not
Okay.
where I'm at. So, sticking to what I know and what I'm good at, and then definitely I'll start to branch out and learn a couple post moves.
That's all right. That's all right.
So if
Nah,
you
so you can
if you
play at least
need me,
4 out of the
yeah,
5. That's 80%.
all
I'll
right.
take
If you
that,
need
right?
me down
80%,
there,
yeah.
I might give you a little hook shot or something.
That's
But
all right. A little sky hook.
right,
I don't even think they shoot the sky hook like that. I think it's just all threes now.
mm,
Curry's fault. It's like, nah. But
right.
anyway, but it's all good. So as far as like the combo guard, like, do you feel like if you were to describe your game, what would it look like?
Very aggressive. Very aggressive. Especially on defense. I'm very aggressive. Like I'm right there. I'm in your face. I'm clapping. I'm like, yeah, like you gotta give me something to work with. I can't just strip the ball from you. Like
Okay. So you play
and
with a
then
lot of intensity.
intensity,
Intensity,
yes,
okay.
intensity. And I'm always encouraging my other teammates. I'm like, yeah, come on, y'all, let's go. Like if we lose the ball, I'm like, okay, let's get it back on D, and then it gives us another opportunity for offense. And I just think that that's very important. That's like something that you need. You need that one or two, like those one or two people to really just bring everybody up and keep the game like very intense. Keep it going.
Yeah, that sounds like if I was a coach and I was looking for a player, we probably go ahead and play some ball because I think like the energy is very, very important, right? I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to just pick up that energy and do what you need to do. Like, yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like
Like,
what?
come on,
Yeah,
we here. We
exactly.
here. Like, we here though. Like, yeah, so I think that's definitely dope to do that. So, as far as just like, you navigating through like life and things like that, what are some like hobbies that you do, outside of basketball?
Okay, so I am an entrepreneur. I have my little side hustle. It's called So Pretty by Jay, and basically, what I do is I'm like a custom ink, but on a local level. So like, if you need like family reunion T-shirts or something like that, like I got you. Pretty much a lot of screen printing, is what goes on, and that's my little side hustle. Uh, and I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of other things outside of basketball because basketball is my life. That's what I spend majority of my time doing. I'm in the gym or I'm outside with friends or I'm in somebody else's gym. Like
Right,
it's
yeah.
nice.
So it
It's
sounds like you really just,
I'm just working.
yeah, working, goal oriented, and I love it. That's dope. That's dope. So I would say it's the ambition and the mindset, and definitely the people that you hang around, because I feel like you probably got a great, supporting cast
Hmm.
around you, which is definitely dope. I always tell myself like, I'm nothing without God, my family, my peers, my support system. So it sounds like it's very, very solid for you.
Right.
So what are you big more on, loyalty or respect?
Loyalty.
Okay.
Loyalty. But I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. Loyalty definitely though. I just feel like if I don't know that you have me for real, you don't have my respect. Like it's hard because I know my mom tells me this all the time. She's like, "You don't have friends, you have associates." And I definitely like hear her when she says that because in middle school, this is when she had called me the social butterfly because I was always talking to everyone and I had called everyone my friend and I didn't know that everybody's not your friend, everybody's not your partner. So, my circle had like went from this to like this. So I have like 4 or 5 friends and I'm I call them my friends and we're friends because I know where their loyalty lies. And so I just think that's a really big thing. I could like have my eyes closed and like let's say someone's behind me and they're like, I'll give you like $1 million to, do this to Jaden, do that. And I'm like, no, they're not gonna do that because they know where it's at. They know where the loyalty lies.
Right, that's big. Nah, like I said, like me being a grown person, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as an adult, like we gotta remind ourselves of those
Right.
things too. Shout out to the adults, and people like that, because I feel like it's big. Like you said, the loyalty lies,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course respect and things like that come with it, and character is very, very important. And these are things that I had to learn too, because like you said, everybody isn't your friend, and everything could look like this at first, like, hey,
Right.
I'm down, it's cool, I'm trying to be in with everybody, but then it's like situations happen, and it goes from this to
Mm-hmm.
this to this to this
And
to
then it's
this to
super
this to this,
small.
and it's very, very, very small. So no, I definitely can agree and be transparent as well to say that I have less friends too, and you
Mm-hmm.
outgrow people, and it's okay.
Definitely. I That was one of the like biggest things I really had to like overcome last year and I just realized like you really do have to outgrow people and it's a part of life and you really like have to understand that everything isn't going to be like peaches and cream, or like things aren't going to like be how they were a couple years ago. Like I had a few people that I did call my friends in ninth grade, and like I meant that. Like I still had, the loyalty thing going on. I still thought like that. But when COVID hit and when we started like gaining different interests, we just grew apart. It was no like beef, no nothing, no animosity, no none of that. We just grew apart. Things changed. And I
That's what's
think
up.
that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna grow, and everybody can't really come with you.
Mhm.
And I know sometimes you can get caught up in like, okay, well, dang, I want everybody to like me. I want
Yeah.
everybody to see everything the way I
Mhm.
see it. But
Right.
that's just not the way of the world. That's not how it works.
Cause what did baby say? Everybody can't go to the top. He had to
Yeah,
leave some people.
yeah,
That's
everybody.
what it is. That's what
Yeah,
life is.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So I mean, it sounds like you learned a lot along the way, and your mindset. Like, shout out to your supporting system, because I
Yes.
feel like they probably gave you some gems early and just was like, look, this is what you gotta run with. This is what you gotta know.
Yeah.
Hey, look, when you out and about, treat people accordingly.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, and just be big on your character and things like that. So, um, social media. I wanted to talk to you about that. I feel
Right.
like social media is weird. It's
Strange.
very weird.
Like strange.
It's very strange. So like, how do you navigate with it? Being a student athlete, like, how do you navigate, social media in your daily life and things like that? How do you deal with it?
So I'm not really on social media a lot. But like let's say I would use it more so for basketball. So let's say it's like game day and I want people to come out to the game. I'm on my story. I'm like, okay, y'all, here's the link for the tickets. Come out. It's game day. Sport us. It's a blackout. It's a green out. Something like that. Um, or like I would participate in like challenges where they would say like post a picture of, it was the other day, it was like post a picture of you doing something you absolutely love, and of course I had a basketball in my hand, so I posted that picture. Like little challenges, and it kind of keeps me up to date as well, but I don't really stay on it like throughout the day. Like you would go, like my peers, you would go through their what is it called, their screen time, and it would say like 18 hours a day on like Instagram or TikTok. Who is living like that? Like honestly, who is spending 18 hours out of 24 on their social media? It's like go pick up a basketball or something.
She said, "Go pick up a basketball or something. Go get a job." So, but
Right.
yeah, nah, I
Right.
feel what you're saying though. Nah, because it's interesting because with social media we all go to the IG or the TikTok and it's like, okay, cool, we're here, and it's like, okay, well, the party's already started, but
Mhm.
where do we fit in, or like
Right.
where do we get invited to, or oh, I want to be a part of this party. But it's like so many people are on social media and it's like,
Mhm.
okay, you got 24 hours in a day. How are you spending so much time on this? Or
Mhm.
how are you like,
Like
don't you got something to
what else do
do?
you do?
Right. Yeah. So I just, it's just interesting because I know some people use it as a tool, and then some people just look at it as in like, all right, I want to be nosy. Let me go
Mhm.
through this. Let me see what's up with this. Let me find
Right.
out what the tea is. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
come on now. Like, I'm sipping my own. I don't need your tea.
Right.
I'm good. So it's just interesting. And, especially for the youth, I think, with social media is like you see, likes, comments, views, and
Mhm.
all that. And we get so caught up as in
Yeah.
like, oh man, like this is reality. And it's like,
Mhm.
no, it's really not. So like, are you able to separate the two? And what would be your advice for, people around your age, dealing with social media?
I would say to everyone, not even my age, I would say to everyone, it's not about the likes or the views or the comments. It's honestly about the message. What do you want to get across to other people? What do you want other people to see about you or about your life? So if you want to see, if you want people to see that, your life stat at hoops, you post a mixtape or two. Like it's about the message. Do you want to, like, you like to post, I like sunset pictures, so like I post sometimes sunset pictures, and I want to see that, I want people to see that I have like that eye for beauty, like in the sky, like wherever. It's just all about the message. You can't get caught up in the likes or the comments because none of that matters. People might like it, but at the end of the day, it's just a number. What do people take? What is the takeaway from your post or your message? So that's what I think is very important. Like everybody should know that.
That's what's up. Nah, I agree because I ain't gonna lie. I looked at it at first and it's just like, in the content creating space and, everything that you have going on, you like, man, I want to be like that though.
Mhm.
And it's like, I had to remind myself, like, you just got to be your true self, your
Right.
organic self, and just do what you need to do and be consistent because somebody going to like it and you don't really got to worry about that. Just focus on
Exactly.
everything that's in front of you, not to the left of you, not to the right of you. So I think that's definitely important as well. She said, so look at that, look
Sunset
at that, look
pictures.
at that. But I just feel like, that's very, very important for us to, talk about because in this time, I think that the pandemic has really, played a toll on people's, mental, physical,
Mhm.
spiritual, and emotional so much where people have just been riled up and, just not knowing how to express themselves.
Right.
And it's just very, very important that we stay firm in ourselves and realize that we're human and we make mistakes and it's okay.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So as far as like, I would say, what is a big thing that you've learned like in school per se? Because I know like that school environment can be like hectic. So like, how do you kind of block out the noise?
Um, I walk around school with my AirPods in. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's it. Or I just like whenever I'm in the hallway, I'm looking straight. Like I'm looking straight. I'm trying to get to where I have to go to. I'm trying to go to school, get out of school so I can get to the gym. Like it's that simple. I don't want no if, ands, or buts or in betweens, no mess, no none of that. So I'm there, I'm walking in with my headphones or my AirPods. Um, and here's the difference. When I have my AirPods in, I'm chilling, but like I don't want to be caught up in anything. But when I have in my headphones, I need you to see that I don't want to be bothered. So with them wires, I don't want to be bothered. So I'm just in there. I'm just honestly minding my business. I'm not looking to the left or to the right. And when I do, I'm just like, why? And then I keep moving. But I don't like to get caught up in anything. I just go there, do what I have to do so I can get to the gym later.
That's a message right there. I wish that everybody take that because it's like, yo, like you gotta make sure that you just, stand firm in it. Like, you going to school, look, go to class, do what you need to do. You don't understand something, raise your hand, tell your teacher,
Right.
all right, I don't get this. Be your best, just be yourself and just block yourself from the people that's going, try to rile you up, get you frustrated, and get you off task. Because at the end of the day, you in school for a reason. You gotta learn, do what you need to do, get your grades, stay on top of your grades, and get up out of there. Because everybody's
Honestly.
future bright. You
And
know what I'm
like
saying?
real talk, it's embarrassing. Like to just go into like any public setting really and just get all riled up and act all, crazy like you wouldn't at home. It's embarrassing to me, and I just think that I would never want someone's like first impression of me or to like see me and just think, "Oh, she's kind of wild." Like, no. I don't want to be seen as that. And I think that ties into character, image, and all that.
For sure, for sure. So like, if you were to say, I know you said Candace Parker and LeBron James. Besides those two, give me three other players that you are like fans of and or like.
All right, Damian Lillard, yeah. Sue Bird, absolutely. And let me think. Curry, of course. But everybody loves Curry, so I'm not even gonna say him. But definitely Carmelo Anthony.
Okay. I like that. Carmelo from Baltimore, that's still
Hmm.
Maryland, so we can still claim that. But I feel like, that's definitely dope. If I were to say five, I would say Kevin Durant,
Of course, of
hometown
course.
hero for sure, but that's one of my favorite players. I like Braun too. Um, I like I like Kyrie's game. I like
Yeah,
Kyrie's game. I like him on and off the court too, like just how he carries himself and things like that. Advocacy, I think I'm big on that too. Just being an advocate for yourself as a human being too, on and off the court. And who else? I said that was three. I do like Candace Parker's game. I like
hmm.
Diana Taurasi too, though.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, Diana Taurasi was definitely a bucket for sure, and I like how she carried herself. So I definitely said him five for sure. Did you have Now I know we talked about music, you know what I'm saying, a
Uh
little
huh.
bit with the baby. So
Yeah.
like your top five artists like right now in your aux,
Ooh.
cause you sitting there talking about you got your headphones and your
Uh
earpods, and
huh.
I know it's a difference. So like your top five artists that's in your aux right now, like you listening to them every day.
Every day. Um, If we're talking about just rappers or like any artist.
Okay, I'll stretch it to 10 if that's the case, because I feel like you probably gonna say more than five.
I mean, no, uh I don't listen to I mean, I listen to a lot of rap music, but when it comes to like R&B, I have like one person that I only listen
Okay,
to. Which is Bryson Tiller. I love Bryson Tiller. But if we're talking about, just rappers, I would say definitely say Lil Baby, um, Da Baby, Dirk, who else? Young Boy and J. Cole. But
okay,
then there's a lot more. So it's like Future, Gunna, 21 Savage sometimes. He be cranking a little bit. The Migos, obviously. Everybody loves the Migos. You have to. Uh I think that would be it.
okay. And I say that because I know in another generation, like being a millennial and everything like that, people be like, man, I can't get with the young music. But I'm like, you gotta respect it though, because it's
Yeah.
like this is just their wave, this is just their
Yeah,
time, and
cuz
everybody has their season.
at one point when the older people, the older generation were younger, the generation before them was like, I can't get into that young music. And then they're like, what do you mean? It's just music. And that's what's going on with us like right now.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like people listen to who they can like relate to. So I
Right.
just feel like that's another notion too. Like for myself, I would say like Biggie, Pac,
Mhm.
like Mary J. Blige, Drake. The new
Drake
people.
definitely.
Yeah, Drake. I think it's just one of the best, if not situational rappers. I
Oh
think,
yeah.
for sure. J. Cole, and then of course like the newer people. I definitely like Lil Baby, Dirk. Who else? I think no, I mean Polo G for sure.
Oh
That's one of
yeah.
my favorites too, because I just like the storytelling element of it, and it's like you got to accept it because this is the wave now. This is what they on,
Right.
so it's like you gotta embrace it. So if we don't embrace it, then who will? You feel
Exactly.
me? So I just think that's very very important as well. Do you have any like? Did you have any like favorite childhood movies or like television shows you watch?
So I never I never watched a whole lot of movies. But I would say I was more of like a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network type kid. Um I didn't really do a whole lot of Disney because all they showed was like princesses. And I wasn't really a big fan of Disney princesses, except for like the ones, that like fight back or go against the gradient. But uh my favorite TV show, it'll probably have to be Teen Titans,
Okay.
probably. Uh and SpongeBob.
Okay.
So
Oh,
yeah.
I love SpongeBob. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And when you get older, all of you that's watching, I'm
Mhm.
trying to tell you, like when you get older and you watch SpongeBob, you're gonna appreciate Squidward. Thank me later. I'm trying to
Exactly.
tell you, like you just gonna
Exactly.
wanna
Like he was really speaking facts like like the whole show.
yeah, I just wanna show up, do my job and do what I need to do and get up out of here. Like I like SpongeBob a lot though.
Mhm.
And I feel like as you watch it, you just appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm big on the
Definitely.
cartoons too. And I like the movies too. So, that's just my type of thing to do for real when it comes to movies. And I love writing and
Right.
journaling too and expressing myself. So I just think that. So any if your friends were to describe you, how do you think they would describe you?
Uh, um I think my friends would probably describe me as uh outgoing, a little outgoing, very athletic, can't sit still. Uh I think they would think I'm pretty smart. I hope my friends think I'm smart.
Nah, you smart. You are. Cause like I said, like you dropping gems on me because it's like certain things that you said earlier. I'm like, oh, like I had to really like think about that because I wasn't thinking that at that age. I was like, I'm just still just figuring everything out. Like,
Hmm.
all right, you just said this. I find out later, I guess. Yeah, all right. Like that's how I was off. So nah, I definitely say you smart for sure.
What else? I think. I mean, I don't really know what my friends would say about me.
It's all good, as far as just like those things, the things that stand out to you the most. And I feel like you said it though, with character and just, integrity and just, impression. Cause I think you said it, um, it's just very, very important in where
Right.
your foundation is and what you're about and everything like that and how you carry yourself. Cause I can definitely say that you're an intellectual, young lady out here that's trying to do, bigger and better things. And you have your plan A and you got your plan B. A lot of people need to understand that it's not just A. You feel what I'm saying? And there's more than one letter in the alphabet. It's
Right.
26, so you gotta probably go through all of them, A through Z. So, any motivation you would like to give to the people, like anybody that's watching, like anything that resonates with you, like any motivation you would like to give to the people.
To whoever's watching, just keep working. Honestly, never compare your beginning to like somebody's current or like end success. Don't compare what you're going through to anyone else's, and just keep doing what you got to do for yourself, not for other people. Like you can use other people as motivation, but like don't change what you're doing to match other people. So just keep doing what you're doing, be yourself, and grind for yourself, honestly, for yourself, for your future, your family, whatever you have to do to keep moving forward, do that.
For sure, for sure. I would just say like, you know, embrace, being uncomfortable because I feel like
Mm,
sometimes it's certain things that we're not gonna want to do or willing to do, but what you're willing not to do, somebody else will do. So I
exactly.
just think that that's also important as well, and just try to give people feedback and give people grace because you know you got to start being you got to stop being selfish and start being selfless and realize that look, everybody's not gonna have it figured out. It's not gonna be perfect, but you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. So that's what I would say as
I
far as
like
like my
that. You don't have to
motivation.
be perfect to be amazing. I like that.
Yeah, you don't gotta be perfect to be amazing because I feel like everybody want to be perfect. We strive for it so much, but you don't gotta be perfect to be amazing. And with the youth, I feel like it's very, very important for them to know that look, somebody's caring, somebody's trying to help you,
Hmm.
somebody's out here really, seeing y'all. I see, myself in a lot of these kids, so I'm just like, look, if I could help with, a word or anything like that, just to shine light on it, because I was once in that place too. So I tell myself, being who I needed when I was younger is very, very key and vital and essential because the youth needs people
Right.
and people that's going to mentor and guide more than ever. So it's just time to rally behind our youth, pour that love into them, pour that support into them, guidance, attention, motivation, and education, and let them know that look, we care. Somebody's out here.
Love that. Love what you're doing.
Nah, for sure.
Thanks.
For sure. I appreciate you for taking the time out your busy schedule. You could have been hooping somewhere. You know what I'm
I
saying?
said that.
Doing that. You
I
could
was
have been
thinking
hooping
about
somebody.
it on the way here. I was like, what gym am I gonna go to after this? How am I gonna get home, get my stuff, and then go to the gym?
Yeah,
I was
like
already trying to figure it
yeah,
out.
like I could be hooping somewhere. I could go be playing pickup somewhere, things
Right?
like that, sharpening up my defense, offense, whatever it is, But you took your time to come out, to be on the show. And I appreciate the energy, the
Of
vibes. You're a
course.
woman that's making history. So shout outs to the women that are making history. And shout out to you for being the young scholar that you are. Keep getting those grades,
Yeah.
doing what you need to do. And I know the future is very, very bright for you. And I'm rooting for you any way I can support you. I definitely will and definitely grind hard, dream big. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
that's what I definitely tell you that. And just being, very, very vital and very, very key with that as well. So, just keep doing what you're doing. I'm rooting for you and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? And for the youth, all seniors, if you are looking for a scholarship, apply right now to the Grind Hard Dream Big Scholarship. All you have to do is have a 2.5 GPA, write a 500-word essay on explaining your plans, your vision. You can be accepted to a college and or trade. You just have to have a 2.5 GPA, write a 500-word essay, and show proof to acceptance. Send all information to JFBESPN2020 at Comcast.net. 2.5 GPA, write a 500-word essay explaining your plans and showing proof of college acceptance and or trade acceptance. Yeah, I'm only selecting 4 winners. All right. So please make sure that you apply. If you're a senior, tap in if you need that scholarship. All right. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. Anything else you want to tell these people, like where to follow you at, anything like that?
Yeah. So my Instagram is Jaden, JJAIDENN 2 underscores, and I mean that's where I'm at for real. That's all. That's all where I'm at.
That's all right. That's all right. So like, for me, like I said, I'm a motivational guy. So like if you need that motivation, you can follow the JAYFLOW
Mhm.
301 MD page. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, if you don't feel good, I'm trying to tell you I got a message that's gonna pick you right back up
Right.
and get you right where you need to be. And like I said, motivating our youth, motivating our people to be better is that, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing out here. So once again,